Hi everyone, I hope all is well. This week's Parshat is Parshat Mishpatim. I heard a very beautiful Dvar Torah a few years ago from my Rebbe in Yeshiva, Rabbi Moshe Palayoff, and it just, popped into my head all of a sudden, and I think there's no coincidence there, and it's very appropriate to share over with all of you this week. So the Parsha this week starts off talking about, in some of the very first verses, about an Eved Ivri, which is literally translated to a Hebrew servant. A servant who's or a slave, it depends how you want to translate it, we'll get into that, who's a Jew. So there are a few ways you could become an Eved Ivri, one of these workers, I guess. And one of those ways is for example, if there's a robber and he goes into your house and he steals all the jewelry in your house and then gets caught and has no way to pay back, whatever, he lost the jewelry and he has no way to pay back what he took, he then has to become an Eved Ivri. He has to work for you for years. So there's a very fascinating dynamic that goes on here. Is this guy who just robbed stuff from you is now you make this guy a room, you feed him meals, he's with your family, right, for years, and this is the guy that just came into your house and robbed you. So there's just something really powerful to be said here about, as Jews, how we're supposed to look out for one another, even in the most troubling times in all of our lives. And it says something about helping people that are struggling. We don't have this concept of literally an Eved Ivri, right? People put a very negative connotation on this term Eved Ivri, but it could really have very positive outcomes in concept, right? You're showing this person who's troubled a healthy family, healthy relationships, all above anything you could think of. And the goal is that when he leaves your house after a few years, he's able to leave on his feet and pick up his life and continue on a strong path. So with that, I give us all a bracha that if we see another Jew or another person in general that is in need of some help, that we can offer within our abilities, that we're able to help them out with whatever they need. And with that, I wish you all a Shabbat Shalom.